salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked and my enemies came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. One thing that I desire the Lord, that will I seek after, to dwell in the house of the Lord, and to behold the beauty of his tabernacle. Thank you, Jesus, for another evening, dear Lord. Cover us under your blood, keep us safe, keep the devil in check, Lord, and help each and one who come onto the life to be able to learn something and to make a contribution. Lord, this is the stress that I'm going through. Don't be monetized, Lord. Can't get anybody to help me. So, Lord, I ask you this evening, Jesus, my own connection, them. Nobody is willing to help, so give the Lord to get the wisdom to apply and to do. In your name, Lord, call upon you this evening and give you thanks. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all thy hands thy world has made. Oh Lord, I see I have a company. Welcome to the life. Welcome. And guys, wherever you are and you're coming, come on in. Don't hide behind the bushes. As we normally say, don't hide. Don't hide. Because I'm more than happy to recognize you and to, talk about your presence. Some people don't want anybody to know that they're on, but they can just pop in and say hi. It is so nice, right? It's not nice when you're outside there, and I'm assuming because some persons tell me why they like to be on the outside. But I prefer you come on in. Come on in and take a seat, man, and share what we are saying. Because I try to have a motivating topic this evening. And if you come with your topic just the same, we can deal with it, right? And I want to spend a good time so we can share, not in any hurry, and to learn. So that is why now I chose to come on a little earlier. Because when you come on late, people have to go to bed, to get to work, to school. They have their time. So I don't want to deny them of their time. So I said, I can come on a little earlier. So here I am, guys, trying to set up everything. This morning I came on after 5. And then I wanted to go on again before 12, but the time was too close. So I said, let me come tonight a little earlier, which is good. Can you imagine until they come so early that maybe persons would think that I will be coming on until 9:30. When they come at 9:30, we are far into our discussion, you know. But today has been a wonderful day. We had a nice shower of rain, very nice. And the evening is so cool and, nice. And I like when we have rain and it eases up. It doesn't keep going on and on and on. It make you feel a bit stressed. You say, whoa, you want to go out and you cannot go. But I realize that nothing stops nobody. Rain, breeze, snow. People will always go. Always. So it's a pretty scene to have been watching the raindrops. I heard it on the roof where I was, and I could watch it outside through the windows. Nice, good shower. Very good shower. We have to give thanks because we are not good. We are no good. And God doesn't only send the rain on anybody who thinks that they are good. He sent it on everybody, the good, the bad, the unjust, everybody. And nobody here is good. And he says what? Our righteousness are like filthy rags. We are no good. Right? So let me say a happy, happy Tuesday evening to my friends far and wide. And for those who I know they have been watching, but they are not coming close enough for me to recognize them. And for persons who also will want to watch the replay, enjoy it just the same. I will not say anything different. What I say now will be saying carry on. I'm not going to change it. You see, we have to be fair and we have to be honest. Right? So the day has been good. That's been good. And when I look back, today is Tuesday. We are near the middle of the week, and we don't know what tomorrow will be like. We are just hoping that it will be even better than today. Right? We may get up in the morning and we see we having rainstorm or something. The weatherman predicts rain in the Caribbean, rain everywhere, but we don't know when or at what time. Sometimes when they say it will come, and it doesn't come at that time. You know, it may come a little later or a little earlier, but most time come at that time or a little later. But the point I'm trying to make is we are blessed with this pleasant rain. The plants, the animals, and we ourselves, the reservoirs get water, the rivers, the sea, everywhere, all needs water. So we must be happy and thankful for even small mercy, right? I know it seems like with this pollen thing now, my throat looks like you want to act up. But I don't really have a sinus problem, so I don't know what is going to happen this year. Last year I didn't have a problem. I don't know what this year will be like. I don't expect too much. Yes, yes, yes. Another another evening. Another evening to reach out to persons who may want to share their evening with others. Right? So when I come on this early now, it gives me enough time to be on and not worrying about the time running away. But when I come on a little later, I have to watch the time because you have to go and I have to go, and I don't want us to split up. I want us to have a fair amount of discussion, and we can say, well, it was a good evening or a good day, right? So that's how it is for Auntie D this evening. A very cool Tuesday evening, very cool and nice. Not cold, just cool. So sympathetic towards persons who may not have anywhere to put their head. They are homeless. I'm sorry for them too. But I do hope the Lord will make provision for them as well. It's not nice to be out in the rain and doesn't have a bed or a shelter for yourself. You have to rely on, makeshift things and all of that. Hmm. Yeah. So somewhere out there, I met some nice, good persons this morning, and when we were having this discussion this morning, it was like after 6 or thereabout, and they were already having near midnight. We had persons who were from New Zealand, Australia, nearby Estonia, like I say, Kazakhstan, some faraway places, South Africa. We had persons on. It was interesting, you know, when you get somebody on. There'll be a person, somebody in the country here, but it's nice when persons can come from outside and they can tell you about their culture or what they do in their space. So come on, guys, let's have a nice live chat before the night comes where you need to go to your bed. Yeah. And for some people, like, nobody's expecting me to come on this early. But we have to make changes, Because I would love to go on even 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe 4:35. Could be 4:30. The earlier the better. 4:30 is not bad. And I could do 3 or 4 hours and take a break. There, I like it early in the morning. It's really people are more together. They're thinking. But when you come this time of the evening, people are more on a tired level. After work or after school, they want to go and relax, so they don't give you enough of their time. But whatever time I do get, I'm always appreciative. People make time when they want to, so they make the time, and I appreciate them for their time. Come on in, guys. Don't stay outside, man. Don't stay outside. Don't stay on the side of the rail. Come on in and let us have a little chat. Nothing for you to be scared about. That's why sometimes I don't put up any title, I just leave it open. So come anytime you have a little thing that you want to raise or a question, we can talk about it. And when you ask a question, don't think it's for your benefit. Others are benefiting from it as well. So it's 11 minutes now since I'm on. So I just have to wait patiently. Patiently. I didn't tell that I was coming on this early. So it's like you're at school. School starts at 9. So the teacher has to be at school before 9. Teacher cannot be coming to school after the children. Teacher has to teach the children how to respect time and how to manage their time. So we just wait on for some more persons. I will open the discussion here. We have to just wait a little more. I'm the one who's surprising everybody. So nobody knows. Last night I came on at 9:20. And tonight is 8:10. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. Lisa Poligatame. Hi, how are you? How are you? Good evening. Welcome to the live. I see what you wrote. You put yourself into trouble with doing that. Then maybe you can explain to her. Right? I hope you had a good day today. And I hope everything has gone well. And even though that what you say, if it is so, I hope you will not get yourself into any trouble. Right? Have a happy evening to you. And welcome to Auntie D TV, where we're going to do some discussion. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. And I see other persons too who I would love for them to come in and join me. Come on in, man. We have a lot of space. We have space here for you guys. Space. Yes, I'm doing well. I'm thankful. Today was very nice, very cool. We had some rain, and it makes the place feels really nice. Not so hot. Last week was steaming hot, and you know, steaming hot. But we have been having some little thunderstorm here and there, so we have to be thankful. Thankful for the nice rain. The grass is green and pretty, and all the trees are looking green and nice, as if there was no snow a few months ago. My topic is, did you look on the title? We didn't look, it just, okay. My topic this is, we will do this, talk about some of those New Year's resolutions that persons had made. That's our topic for discussion. If they were able to keep them, why were they not able to keep them? If they kept them, how has it been? Now we're in the middle of the 6th month in the year. June is in the middle of the year, and today is the 10th. Okay, so in a few days we'll be in the middle of the month, and June is the middle of the year. So we can look back to see what has caused us not to keep up with our New Year's resolution. If we forget them, how did we fail ourselves? What did we do why we couldn't achieve? What we need to do to improve? Or is it that when the year gets older, we just dump them and forget that we had made them? So some people would say New Year's resolution is the first day of the year, New Year's Day, and after that, they don't even mention the word New Year anymore. They don't even think about the resolutions they had made. So it's just a way to try and encourage persons. Some people don't remember because not everybody will write it down. Because if you don't write it down, you cannot remember. You're not going to be able to remember. So, we have to look at how we measure success. Okay, no, it's not everybody. Because me myself, I won't really, but I will have some things in mind that I would like to achieve. So I would still call it New Year's resolution. So if now it's 2025 and going over into 2026, I would have had some plans that I would like to achieve, but then become a reality in 2026. So to me, that's the type of resolution. You're trying to make something happen. You see, when you pose this, so I did not want to put New Year's resolution because the first thing a person going to say is they don't make New Year's resolution. So you don't make New Year's resolution. So what would you do? You carry the same old resolution from the other years, or you just live? No, you have to have something in mind. Because what if you don't have a house? Okay, what if you're in a good relationship, a steady relationship? And you say, oh, I've met the woman of my dreams, or the lady say, this is the person I'd like to share my life with. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Good evening. Uh, did you see me? I was on your thing today, and I put a note. But I did. Okay. Did you see? You see that I was there, and I left a note, and I said, let me get away because it came back up though. I don't want to say what it is. It came back up because I was at work, so I couldn't talk, and then I tried to I see you moving around and thing, but the thing was not. The best of things do happen to the best of us at times. I tried to be early tonight. Yeah, I see you. But it seemed as if it was not, you know. Or maybe you need to get one of these. You can pin it. It's not expensive, it's $20 I pay for it. You can pin it on your clothes. Yeah, you can pin it on your clothes, Cheryl, and you can move all around because I don't know if you were talking then, but there was no sound. Yes, Lisa, what you're saying is true, but from the very get go, the very beginning, wouldn't you look at it as a form of resolution? You have something you want to achieve. Okay, but there was nothing coming through, Cheryl, at the time. So I don't know because you're back or something. And I was enjoying the scenery too. And I see you cleaning up and doing things, but no sound was coming, no feedback. All right. But maybe it was in the early part that was a little glitch that was there. And I said, wait, as me come now, I don't want to be the one to point out anything. But I guess you would have recognized it. I think it was because you were away and your back was sort of turned. So maybe it wasn't coming forward as it should. Sometimes I have to walk with my phone stand. Okay. Yes, so it was corrected then. That's good. Yes, Lisa. I have to say Lisa because you are using the person thing. Yeah, man, we have to make decision, and we can't just get up in the middle. Well, if you just okay, get up in the middle and just say, you know, me go marry next month, or me going to something. Me go buy a house next week. Yeah, you have to weigh all the different things, put them together. You want to get married next month. You get up this month in June, you want to be married in July. What's at a wedding? You have to put in some plan in it. Plan has to come. You want to go and buy a house because you want to start your family right after you're married. You have to put some plan into it, right? So that's what I would have called some resolution. But because people normally look at the beginning of a year, they are so happy coming from out of Christmas and into a new year, and they are still glowing and happy. They want to have new things, new thinking. So they want to make some New Year's resolution. Some want to have babies, some want to go and study. There are so many persons want to do. Some want to change from the rude ways or the bad ways. Some want to be a better person. Different things, right? Some need to do some repairs to the house. Some may need to buy a car, you know. So you have to have a plan. So I think when a person makes a New Year's resolution, it points to what they would want to achieve. You don't have, so you can't just make one. To me, sometimes we make too much resolution, and by the time the month January finish, we don't remember them. I think that is why we are not able to keep the resolution. In my thinking, I believe if we make one, look at one. Okay, um, I need a house because the rent is too high, right? What am I going to do? If it's me alone or if I have a husband or a partner, we have to talk about it. And then say, okay, we need to go to the bank. We'll have to borrow a certain amount and we'll have to pay the interest over during a particular period of time. All of that is planning. So you don't get up today and you're going to run to the bank tomorrow because they're going to ask you, how are you going to pay back the money? You don't have any plan. You just think about it and run go to the bank. And that's what I'm trying to get at. So that's why I said people has to make plans going forward. We can't just get up like blind mice, running up and over the place. And when you come to the end of the year, you have nothing to be happy about. Because you don't make any plan, you don't achieve anything, but you see everybody who achieve will have a happy Christmas. They are going to say, oh, we worked to buy this house, but we are not finished paying for it. This is our first Christmas. And they try to have family and friends come over and have a house warming and all of that. They are happy, right? No, I'm just trying to share, I'm looking at myself, looking at people who have heard say things. Your situation will be different. Because that everybody they want different. That's why I say I don't want to pull anybody to tell me they're personal. I'm not trying to find out people personal. But it's just a general thinking. You have some people say they want to become a Christian, they want to start go to church. And they start going to church in January and by February they stop. Because for a number of reasons, the mindset was not there. So what I'm trying to say is when you have a plan in place, you will be able to work towards a plan. And if the plan is not working, you, the person, knows why the plan is not working. That's the same for resolutions. You understand me? I'm not saying that you're the same thing. You understand me? Yeah, some people, as the year begin, them have breakup, some have divorce, all that kind of things happen. During the year, everything was going good, and then everything get bad and get sour. People become miserable. They can't stand each other again. You know? I've heard people say something here. Sometimes I can say, boy, it's that simple. So when we break the resolution, it's not because we want to break it, but we are not able to keep up to it. Because you start the year and say, well, I'm going to save $1,000 a month so that later in the year I should save 10,000, which would help me to go and buy a car because I need a car. And by me reach the third month, as a commitment to saving change. Me sidetrack, not bothering to save again. Me decide to some way the money is not going as it should. I think I want more money in my pocket. Maybe then if I'm a man or a woman, I want to have Maybe I want to have a partner with you, and then you have to know maybe he's not working or his job doesn't bring in enough money, or the other way around. Understand me? So, but sometimes relationship will work, it may not work. The lady may have too much children, and the man is not able to take care of them because they may not be his. He may have children elsewhere, and the money is not enough to stretch to cover the two homes. It's a lot of things I look into that I've heard. But I say, my God, how are we as a people can be serious, you know? And you may say to yourself that I need to have a skill, but you're not trying to go and learn the skill. Okay, okay. I was just trying to bring out an argument. It's not that it's my personal, something you have to throw out an argument to get person to talk, to comment. But it doesn't mean that what the person comment is the person going through. I respect your view. You understand? I respect your point. Because, you know, sometimes I hear persons do say something, you wonder, you wonder what is going on. But I like your points. You have made some valid points, and I wish others would come in a little early. But because I'm the one who chose to come in early, teachers at the school waiting, and they are taking their own time. And I know some of them are listening, but they're taking their time. And so, like I said, it boils down to commitment. Commitment. Because you're in a job, it may not pay. Shirley, are there? I think Shirley's gone. It may not pay the way you want. You want a better salary. But you're in the job going 10 years and the salary is still low. And you can't save anything. What are you going to do? You need to have a plan. You could spend another 10 years in it and complain, oh, I can't take this job anymore. I can't make any money from this job. And every day you say the same thing and you're in the job same way. And you're not able to save, you don't have anything. And sometimes people do that. And it affects their pension. When they retire, they don't have much to get. Then they start to bemoan now and say, I spent so many years there, I waste my time. But that will be water under the bridge. That is water under the bridge. So I was just trying to tease up people, but they are not they are coming on slowly. Well, everybody, if I get 10 persons like you with your views tonight, I just quickly say, amen, good night, folks, I'm going to my bed. Because I like your point of view. I like what you said. So you talk about your people have honored. Um, so that sounds like some tribal thing, like housing and trade. So does it mean that if they have a problem with housing and trade, as you're saying, they would have been dishonoring the treaty? Because in other words, the treaty makes provision for those things, right? So the treaty makes provision, but how many persons know? As you say, they would not be honoring the treaty if they fall into a category where they they are going to be involved in housing and trade issues. Does that mean that they should not work? Does that mean that they should limit themselves to education? Does that mean they should not have a skill? Because it's not about housing and trade, and that falls under those that dishonor the treaty. So when you honor the treaty, you will not have those problems because the treaty, I'm trying to assume it, the treaty covers persons. But if you dishonor the treaty, you're going to be left out in the cold. So you're going to end up have problems with trade, problems with housing. Isn't that interesting? That's an interesting point. Very, very good point. You're on point with what you're saying. You have not said anything wrong. And I appreciate that point. I appreciate it. I just wish, this is such a valid point. So I'm trying to reason myself to understand it some more. If persons refuse to upgrade themselves from a lower level to an upper level in terms of, well, let us say housing, because if you have money, you upgrade yourself, you can have a comfortable and a nice home, right? So you'd have had your skills, and your skill would help you to own homes or be of benefit. So for those who may not be, right, right, who may not be able to have skills, trade, or housing problems, they will have those problems. Those persons who are lacking in the proper educational skills that would have allowed them to have a prominent job, would you say that they would have fallen under the group that dishonored the treaty? Would you say that? Okay, okay, I get your point. I get your point. No, I'm understanding it a little more. I'm understanding a little more. That's why I could realize I saw wearing like tribes. So it's the English version that is would have caused the problem. Okay, because I remember I don't research anything. It's just you and I sharing, and I'm not trying to tell you to talk too much, but we're just sharing on what that can result with persons who, if they're not focused, right? If they're not focused, they will lose out. But listening to your view and reading what you have there, you are very focused. You're on point, and nobody can fool you, right? Nobody can fool you. And those who are joining, please like up the live as you come in. We're having a very healthy discussion, and you see the title that we're talking about: New Year's resolution, right? So persons can have their own whatever they think, as long as it's respectful. We respect each other because I'm learning. Even if what you say is make up story, I'm still learning. But the bottom line is the tribes must follow the treaty that is laid on, and treaties are signed documents. It goes on from generation to generation, and treaties are beneficial to its people. So if you stick to the treaty, one cannot go wrong. That's the bottom line. One cannot go wrong. Therefore, the treaty would have highlighted all the things that are needed, like housing and trade skills, So persons would have been it would have been prepared for them. It would have been prepared for them. So I like how you put it. Yeah, but you say that the English side causes confusion. But I don't know if it does because I don't know none side to anything. But I'm just looking at it to say how people can make their lives, more interesting. Okay, a person have their children, a family with children, and because they did not get a chance to go to college, they would know not having wanting to send their children to college. Maybe at that time, their parents maybe did not have the necessary, you know, money to send them. So they couldn't go. But now that they are working now and they have their children, they are going to make different preparation. Because everybody wants their children these days to go to college, right? They want them to go to college. They don't want them to just grow up and just do handyman jobs. But if you do handyman jobs alone, it's not going to take you anywhere. Mm-mm. Because it means that when you retire, you will not have anything. And if you have children and just doing handyman job, it may not be enough to send your children to school or say to college. And when we send them to college, we don't just want them to go to college like that. We want them to go and get their degree. We want them to go to university, right? So that's a way of improving the society now would be of benefit, right? So when they make their resolutions, they would have had those things in mind. You have some children, they are they are very, I don't want to say rude, but their behavior is not so very nice towards other children. And they would always be in problems with others. And they probably will want to try to be a better person, you know. So I look at it from a child perspective to an adult. Even with parents, you have some parents, they discuss everything before the child. Then the child gets confused whether they are discussing something beneficial or they are quarreling or something negative. The children are there hearing everything and they become unhappy. So what are they going to do? They have to train themselves not to have outbursts before their children. And then they try. And when the one is getting weak and tend to do it, the other one gets it. Remember, we are not supposed to be talking like this before our kids. So each one help the other. So there are many things I look at that can be used to make resolutions be kept. Even if one doesn't want to call it resolution. You don't want to say resolution, you can say plan. You have a plan. You're going to, or you want to have it's an achievement because you're an achiever. But there are sometimes you don't want to use some words. Oh, natural vibes. I was looking at me up to this evening. Okay. I won't push any further. I just let it stay there, right? Yes, I wasn't trying to push it anymore because I don't know much about what you're saying and I appreciate what you're saying. Yeah, I appreciate it too. And I respect your view. I respect your points. See, if if it was me and you alone, I'd be talking about your treaty until now. Natural vibes with TK. How are you doing, natural vibes? I am so happy. I was listening to you this evening, but because I say I want to start the live early, I ended up. I said, let me come. I'm going to go back to it. How are you? How are you? Yes. What time is it there? No, I thought this gave the time. Oh, 2:48. 2:48. Can you imagine? And it is now where I'm at 2 2:50. Where I'm at is 7:50. So you're at 2:50. You're at 2:50 a.m. and I'm 7:50 p.m. You are going over into Wednesday, right? You're already going to see morning before me. I'm just at at the time is again 8. It's not 7:50. It's 8:50. Yeah, 8:50 p.m. And yeah, so 8:50 or 2:50. So let me say 8:50. You're 6 hours ahead of us. 6 hours going to 7. Mm-hmm. You see, you're going to see Wednesday before me. Yeah. So how are you doing? How are things going with you? I was looking at, I said, look at, then as I listen, I remember these things, what you were talking. I was on the channel and World Wonders. You have an interesting channel. I spent part of the day browsing through, and I think I sent you the the challenge, the 5 a day challenge. Yeah, man, I sent you today one because every day we have to identify 5 person. Some people do more, but I try 5. and and send to them. It's a challenge for you to send and you keep sending. Because the thing is too, people people are not, it's a way of helping us content creators or channel, whatever you call us. Because some people will never get anybody to send them any information. Because you'll be there when you look for the whole week, you may not even get 10 comments. But if everybody send five each day, because I sent out quite a few, you know. Yeah. Um. I'm. Let me look. Oh, I wish you will come again. Thank you. I wish you'd come again. Let me call you Lisa, right? I'm so happy that you stopped by and we had a very nice little conversation, right? And feel free, if you want to subscribe, look at my channel, look at the videos, I'd appreciate it. And come another time, man. I enjoy this little conversation. You just open my door of just making things nice. And there is learning in it. And I'm sure persons are going to look at it and see the learning. So don't be surprised that person they say are using somebody's phone. I'm sure they're going to get some subscribers. If the person is on internet, if the person does YouTube, they're going. I'm sure because when you see somebody reason in such a intelligent way, everybody's going to want to have a discussion with them. So look out, I'm telling you, and you're going to come back and tell me. You're going to come back and tell me. So have a good evening. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your company. And let me see you come back another time. You did not drop here by accident. God led you here. And I'm happy that you came, and I'm looking forward another time to see you. So take care. So natural vibes. Yeah. Yeah, man. Because, say, from the challenge start, I joined it the 5th because, yeah, man. I do that too, I do that too. But sometimes you want them thing. Like I was talking to somebody before you, and it was such a nice little conversation. I enjoyed it, and I learned. But there are times, let me remind you, there are times you have to have something note somewhere in the back of your head or somewhere because sometimes you will not get the support. That is why I have done months, quite a few months in this time. But I've now started trying to go into other time zone because people over in Philippines, Russia, New Zealand, Australia, there are so many hours. Some people having Wednesday evening now. So when I'm doing it now, I lose them. So I do some tonight. I do it again 5 o'clock in the morning, and I will try again maybe after 10 or so tomorrow. The next day, because it's the people are not watching the videos as I would love them to do. So you have to the people then prefer come on the live. So they come on the live and they get that interaction. So they don't spend as much time on the videos. And you have to balance it. You have to balance it. But I'm happy to see you. And we are talking about New Year's resolution, right? People look at New Year's, if you're still there, people look at New Year's resolution as something difficult, but yet they make them. And you enjoy it. I'm telling you this morning, and you have some trollers. Jesus, man, they are the one who caused the big problem. But the morning is nice. I'm telling you. It's yesterday and this morning. Yesterday I did it at 6:30, and today I went a little early. I went at after 5, and it is nice. In the morning, the people are so miserable, and they are ready. They are going to work and they are interacting. But I realize when it comes to the night part of it, s- um, see, do you see Simone too? Simone is also one of my subscribers. Simone TV, right? Yes. It's nice to move from channel to channel. Don't get stuck because you know move from channel. Move. Just try and move around and try get. Because you see, I was not somebody who was really out there moving around. I would just try to. I was trying to do it all by myself, right? She was here up to last night. hmm Up to last night. Yes, so it is good that you're able to move around. You see, when you get stuck, don't sit down and say, "Oh, I have to be on this channel 2, 3 hours." No, try to spend as long a time as you can because you have to have a time span, Because, right, you have to know if you go to somebody's channel, you might cannot spend not even a good 10 minutes. It all depends. But remember, you have yours to work on. So you're going to go to somebody else, make up their number and sit down and spend time. And then when them gone, because a lot of people, are working on second and third channels. A lot of persons, and they are not really helping. Then when I come in, I'm almost 6 months old with it now. And I struggled. I struggled. But I said, I'm not giving up. When the more I come into the thing, is the more I'm learning about it. Yes, right. So don't. I'm happy you stopped by, and I'm telling you the truth. I can't go to. I cannot go to all and spend a long time because what I have to look subscriber too, and the thing. So you have to move around, and some people they move. You have to know. You have to know. You have to have your head in your body and move. Because sometimes you may not be able to go on the live, you watch the replay. You understand me? So you cannot be everywhere, but do your best because you want to reach your watch hours and everything. And I'm coming back to your channel. I like the name, Natural Vibes. I like the name. So, go get some sleep. It was nice of you to stop by. And feel free whenever you can. And if you want to ask me a question, if it's something I can answer, I will. If it's anything I cannot answer, I will refer you to who can help you better. So have a good night rest and be careful. You need your rest because it's getting very late. It's Wednesday and you say you've been up from midnight. So you need to get some sleep. So good night. Rest well. Love you and thank you for coming by. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it very much. I appreciate your coming. Thank you. Yes, guys. Yeah, have a good night. Hugs and kisses. We keep in touch. Yeah, man. So I am so happy that you know, and it's so nice when you go on people's channel and leave a word of encouragement and they can reach out. It motivates them. But when nobody pays them any mind, even myself, people don't pay me any mind. Sometimes they just leave me. And when I just started, I didn't get any help from anybody. Nobody. People just paid because I didn't know it was so taxing. Sometimes you want to go to somebody's channel and give them your support, but your hands are tied. Your hands are tied. Yeah, I have to go and get some water. My bottle is empty. I mean, so many persons come on, we're not a lot, and I only have 3 thumbs up. I'm going to get some water. My bottle is empty. Guys, I'm happy. The night feels peaceful, and the Lord will deliver. He will deliver right on time. And so see, I want to do a good portion because I would love to do my and I was able to finish an assignment that I had doing from almost 2 months. Wasn't able to look at it, but I was able to finish it, and I'm very proud of myself. And I did very well. So it gives me the extra boost, to really come on. I try because I don't want this thing to stick for sometimes stick kind of move. Right? Give me the extra energy. This when you're motivated, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. So I'm going to get my water and come back. It was nice of Natural. Like, oh, I need to put some information in here. So nice of him to come by. Okay, let me go and get some water and come back now. What is this here? Oh, Lord. Get some water in my buckle. Yeah. Lord have mercy. Let me fall over something. Oh, let me turn up the light then. Oh, I need to bring in the bag. Oh. Return. Good evening. Good evening. RTX4. Good evening. Good evening to you. Welcome to the live. Oh. Oh, guys, when you come in, you can tap your screen or you can thumbs up and like up the live. And those who are sending up hearts is so nice. Thank you so much. But I'd rather see the thumbs up than to see the heart emojis. That whatever you do is just as good, but the thumbs up, YouTube recognizes it more. Thank you. Thank you so much. And if you want to do both, then it's fine. But YouTube regards the thumbs up. No, the thumbs up is what is in, right? That's what makes the difference. There were times you could say the heart and emojis, those just help to make the screen looks beautiful. But it's really the thumbs up now that counts. So welcome to the live. We have been having some nice good discussions. Persons are not able to stay, but as I said, you stay as long as you can afford once you're contributing sensibly towards the discussion or to the channel. And if you are first time person, you can go to the channel and look at the videos and you can watch them, you can make your comment, and you know, you can come to the live and you can make a discussion, you can give a contribution. The live is really to interact, to share with you, right? So you don't be afraid, but respect is what is the order of the day. No respect, then you're not going to be entertained because Auntie D wants what's best for the channel and for others as well. Okay, hi Bridget. Hi RTX4. I'd said that before. Welcome to the live, Bridget. Happy to see you. Welcome. And I hope you had a great day today and is looking forward to a restful night and to have a wonderful day tomorrow. Okay, you have to go. Bye. Nice of you to stop by. I do hope you'll come by another time and give your contribution. Bridget, you said one thing, and then if you say you're leaving, I just respond. I don't know. I just respond to what you had said. Well, maybe you said it a different meaning. So, how do you see yourselves? Let me begin first. Did you make any New Year's resolution? I know most of us would do in the very first few days, especially on New Year's Day. But that day, I think that day, I don't know. People tend to take it lightly. They say they're going to make some New Year's resolution. They want to make some special plans for the year that is ahead. But by the time they have gone into a few days in January, come the end of January, they didn't remember what the plans were. They don't remember. They do the opposite, and some people don't write them down. They just say them from their mouth. So it just go out, and then the things happen before them. It can be good, it can be bad. They remember that they had made some resolutions to stick by to achieve some things, and some resolutions are very hard to keep. So I don't think person should really put anything too difficult that they cannot reach. In my thinking, if you put the bar too high, you're not going to reach it. You have to put something that is manageable. Okay, you have to do something manageable. So when you're able to manage what you plan to do, then you're going to become successful. And then you can evaluate yourself and say, oh, I had done well. I said I want to pass all my exams this year so I can go into college early. And that happened, right? You're not going to want to plan to fail your exams. No, you'll make that plan. I don't see anybody doing that. Or you say, I want to go to university after high school. You're going to know what you have to do. You have to study. You have to do all the necessaries. Because You want to make it through to university. Some people, while they're at university, they have their plans on getting a high paid job. Some want to go and get married and have children. There are so many different things that people make plans for. But you cannot tell them, they have to tell themselves what they want to be. You're a child, but your mom put what? Your mom put my channel on your phone? On your phone? On your phone? Well, maybe I'm saying something that your mom would have loved for you to hear. Your mom wants you to know. So maybe your mom is a subscriber to my channel. Maybe. And she knows that whatever I say can be said to children as well as. But anyway, YouTube's requirement is that YouTube, to be on the streets of YouTube, you have to be 18 years old or older. Right? So I won't be able to check no. At the end of the live, I will check to see if you had sub. So what grade are you in at school? Well, you don't have to say, but I do hope you focus on your schoolwork, and I do hope that you are within the age group, you know, to sub, to be on the into social media streets. But obviously, if your mom didn't approve, she would never allowed you. But let me say, have a good night, and I guess you're going to school tomorrow, so maybe you have to. Thank you. Maybe you have to go to bed now because I don't think your school is yet on holidays. So have a good night, rest well, and say hi to your mom, as you said you're using her phone. Bye bye, Bridget. Get to bed. Okay, so that is how it is. Well, I'm into my second hour now. I'm just trying to make the best of it. I do come on a little earlier tonight because I want to make sure that I get some things out of the way. Yeah, people, it has been a great day today. I'm so thankful. The Lord has been blessing and it's blessing. As the song, the Lord is blessing me right now. So we have to give thanks and be thankful. Nobody knows that I'm on yet. They have not made the discovery. But it is a wonderful feeling to be on the live with my subscribers and viewers. I'm really enjoying the moment. And I do hope that persons are not shy at the title I put up for discussion. You know, persons can come with their points, but I wanted to have something out there. So when I see, because guys, you're supposed to look at it before you come in. So when you come in now, you start to think, put on a think and say, did I make some resolutions? What did I do? What was some of my resolutions? And I'm there scratching my head. I don't remember. I didn't write them down. What is going to happen now? You're not going to achieve anything. You're going to be a low achiever because you did not write down anything. Right? Welcome, guys. Welcome to the live. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right. So why you come with so much? Are you one of those trolls? Why you come with so much? You come in with one name and telling me that the name is another name, huh? I don't do trolling here, no. Mm-hmm. I think you should go to your bed, Bridget. You said you were using your mom's phone, so I think you should go to your bed now. You can go now, Bridget. Have a good night. See you another time. Good night. Let me see. Oh, well, I think just leave up. All right, I'm going to read to you. I'm going to read a verse from the Bible, right? The internet is giving a little bit of hitching. All right, and my passage is from Psalms 91. And wherever they are, they can listen. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall defend me. He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Amen. Here is the word of the Lord, and this is taken from Psalms 91. A subscriber had told me this morning to read it, and I said I would read it tomorrow morning, but the Spirit said to me, read it now. So I read it, and I think I will also read it tomorrow morning, because in the morning time, I think it is so much for a devotional sort of feeling, right? A person wants to be connected to the Creator as early as they are out of their beds, because some people don't even give God thanks, you know. But I'm still happy to be here. I'm still on, and we have been having a wonderful time. Persons have been coming and going, so we are not in any haste. And I'd come on earlier, and this is something new for me, because although I'm tired, let's see what time it is. Uh-oh. 9:26. Other times I'm coming on this time. Can you imagine, guys? I normally come on after 9, And look at me now. Look at me now. Finish. I finish 1.25 hours when I would just be start coming on at this time. Mostly I come on at 9:30. I'm so happy that my timing is improving. It's improving, and I plan to come on tomorrow morning to want to come on at 5 o'clock. It's because I have to work. It's difficult to stay up late. Easier to be out of bed early. Easier. Yes, people, be thankful unto the Lord, for His good. He hides us, He keeps us safe. When the devil sends these people around to harm us, He delivers us from the snares that the devil set, from the noisome pestilences. The devil said things, and the devil does things through people. Sister Tet, good evening. I am so happy this evening. I was not happy. I was happy this morning, but after a while, I think the Holy Spirit just shifted, and a sort of load came on me, and that's my belief, and I could not stay on a minute more. And I just talk with the Lord, and He's giving me the strength to go through, because He didn't promise that we are going to have everything easy, but He promised to be there when the trials take us, because He knows we cannot manage them. The devil is out there using people to do many things. And sometimes we try to manage them, but by ourselves. But the devil is so, all powerful too. So send them in different forms to deceive. But I'm happy to see you tonight. And I've been on from a little after 8. It's over an hour since I'm here, soon to be an hour and a half. A little bit about 10 past 8 or so. Yeah, man, God, see, I thought I draw something this morning and they couldn't stay on anymore. Hi, little chef, how are you? Happy to see you. I was looking through some people I've not seen in a while, and I said, I need to come and check out this guy. So here you come and surprise me. I'm happy to see you. How are you doing? How are you doing? Did you look at my I know you don't stay long, so I have to say I appreciate you coming. But you can give us an opinion, man, because my topic for tonight is looking back at the New Year's resolution that people made for every year, those that maybe you will say you didn't make any. I am fine too. I am really fine. I'm doing well. I'm thankful. We got a lovely shower of rain today. Yeah, and it was nice. Really nice. It was really, really nice. And I guess you're doing the same. So, are you in keeping with your New Year's resolution? Were you able to keep them so far? Did you throw them through the window and say you can't bother? Or you're one of those who don't make any New Year's resolution? But some people say they don't believe in doing it. So some people say they don't. So people have different views when it comes to New Year's resolutions. But the bottom line, what I do notice is they they forget what they make, and I think they try to have it written on in their head, the plans that they have to achieve their resolutions. And I think it's something that should be taken more seriously if you're going to work at something. As that, you have to have it written down in a book somewhere. And then you can go back and you can assess. Look at it, look at what you wrote, what you want to achieve. And so sometimes we want to achieve too much. Thank you, Sister Tex. Yeah, man. So sometimes we want to achieve, we put too much in the package, so we cannot achieve it. So Sister Tex is saying that is to walk closer with the Lord. So, okay, you're having your coffee. Okay. So, what time is it there now for you, little chef? You're having breakfast now? That means that it is about maybe after 7, where you are. Where I'm at, where I'm at is 9:32. So, I would not be having breakfast now. I had dinner from about after 7. So, I believe you're telling me about breakfast now, somewhere after 7 for you. So, you're so many hours ahead of us. So, you're having Wednesday morning already. You're having Wednesday morning. So, yes, Sister Tets, no. When we say we want to have a closer walk with God, right? Yeah, I know you have him. I suspected. I know Malaysia will be about that time. I was saying after 7, but it's 9:30. So you see, you have so many hours ahead of us. Because now it's 9:30 for us. You're 12 hours ahead of us. Right now, you're 12 hours. And I know Malaysia is far. When I look at some of these names, I have to go back into the map and try to associate my thinking, you know. Yes, even that's why I say people take New Year's resolution as joke. I take it as a joke. Yes, it is much different there. You know, so we are in spring, and it at this time of the year we have more rain. It's like you're over on the other side, you're on the east side of the earth, right? So people need to take their health. Some drink, some smoke, some gamble. They will never save anything. So much things, and people just live. Some live in a bar, some go club, some only just clubbing, clubbing, clubbing. And when they see their fellow man striving for success, they hate them and begrudge them. But they didn't know how, all along when they were clubbing and sporting, their friends who were working hard was trying to achieve. Okay, okay, RTX, and trying to achieve. So when people looking at say they want to have a closer walk with God, which we should all be, what first you have to ask yourself, how am I going to do it? I want to walk closer with the Lord, but am I going to be doing all the bad things that I used to do? Rob people shop and beat up people, swear, do so much bad things. You have to have that connection, and then now you get the guidance, right? So if you don't, if you just get up off here, oh, I want to go serve God, I want to go to church, I want to go join a church. Some people say they want to go join a church. I want to go join a church. I want to be a church member. When I die, I want nobody to go there for funeral. People have some weird thoughts. Hmm. Exactly. So we won't change. We become so set in our ways that it's sad. It's sad. You understand me? So when they don't, when it comes to December now, okay, we are in the middle of the year. June is the middle of the year, that's 12 months. And we are soon to be in the middle of this month. 30 days in June, and today is the 10th. So in 5 days will be the middle of the month, right? Which would take us right down we're going into the middle of the year. And you can look back. We can look back at December when we started, and we can ask ourselves, have I achieved? Why I didn't achieve? Am I getting lazy? Did I forget what I was planning to do? Am I not committed to what I know I should be doing? You have to ask yourself certain questions. When you do that, your brain is going to arouse now to think why you didn't make it. You were sporting, you were buying foolishness with your money, so many things, right? So, or you live in a rented property, you need a house, but you don't have the money to go and buy the land nor to build. So, you will not, you're from the country and you don't plan to go back to the country to go and lease a piece of land and build up a board structure. You decide to stay in the city and pay the rent. And every year, oh, I'm gonna want to buy a house next year, but you're not working towards that. And you keep going and going and going. And when you realize it now, you reach pension age. Yes, you reach pension age now. You're still living in the city. You still don't have a house. You never go and visit your family and get a piece of family land to lease or buy or something because you know land is cheaper out in the countryside more than in the city. You still stay there in the city. You retire now. The pension money is not enough to pay the rent. It's not enough to pay the rent and buy food and pay the bills. You start to consider the next thing. The landlord put you out because the landlord wants his money. And because they did not invest anything in your country where you come from, where you're home, where you could have had it a little easier, you end up on the street, you become homeless. You can't blame anybody. You did not stick to the plans that you had made. If we are going to stick to plans, We have to get serious. We have to be serious because if we joke it out, what's the point? What's the point? We have to get serious. And that's the only way we can achieve something. If we don't make the plan, we won't be able to achieve anything. Sometimes the pension can't do anything. So if I know that I'm from a country place that is rural, and you know there's nothing in the rural part for you to do, and I move to the city. For in the city you get jobs. I must have a vision. I'm living in the city. I cannot afford the land or the houses in the city, so I must tell myself that I have to save some money and find my way back to where I'm from to go and find out a piece of land that I can lease or buy and take time, and so that by the time I retire, I wouldn't have to be walking up and down into people's place. And I look at it too, the pension is not a lot of money. But if you are paying rent, it has no use. It has no use because I hear people talk. So when you have a little place for your shelter, the little pension will stretch a little. But I'm telling you, you have to pay rent and bills and food. And if you're sick and have to go to the doctor, yes, you have to have a plan B. You have to have a plan B. No plan B, you cannot make it. You cannot make it. And then you're going to become so stressed. I know some people when they retire, why they die early when they retire. Yes, some will get sick, high blood pressure, diabetes, and different things. But stress, because they are looking down the road of time to say, what have I done with my years of labor? Hi, legend, how are you? Welcome to the live. I don't remember seeing you in a long while. And I see you pop up now. So I hope you come to give a contribution. Not in any money, we're not begging any money, but contribution to some arguments about what you do or what you do not do when it comes to New Year's resolution. Right? So people have to take this thing serious. Right? They have to take it serious because if we don't, we are going to be like castaway in the streets. Oh, I was just trying to connect you. Oh, you're the one who's in the net. So, are you still studying? Are you continuing into next year? Yes, Sister Tess, rent is very high. And where I live, I'm telling you, if no, at home in Jamaica, I have my own place. But here, the rent is super high. And every time, wow. So you're finished now, you graduate? Have you graduated? Well, even if you don't graduate, it's summer now, I understand. So people are off on vacation. And I've been here, people talk a lot about Paris. Paris, I know the days when Paris was the name of everything. Paris, Paris, Paris. But when you go, and I realize people back that side, I see some beautiful buildings, man. I tell you, we don't have no pretty buildings over on our side here. In my country, the building that I looked at today, over in, what's the name of the place? Wow, somewhere in Europe. The view is nice. They have a lot of land and mountain. But we have a lot of land and trees and mountain. And the buildings are tall. And I don't remember what's the name of the place. I'd have to go back and look. You know, you look at the ocean and some of the buildings are so high. You see some of the tourists them just up there taking in all the natural breeze. Then I look back sometimes and say, the tourists them really support some countries because of the sunshine. They will do anything to get the sunshine. When I see people up here, the little heat that we had last week, they'll start jumping to their little bit of clothes. They start jumping to their little bit of clothes. But they claim that, and then they look so white. They claim that they want the heat to be all over their body. And because of our complexion, when we feel the heat, we run and hide. And the heat is strong. But I don't know it with them. But that's how it is. Yes, Sister Tess, rent is very high. Over $1,000. All in New York City, 2,500 US. Can you imagine somebody paying that amount every month and bills, light, water, and heater and all of those something? In the winter, you have to pay for heater. In the summer, you have to pay for AC. So, you, you wonder how they manage. How they manage. Understand? But, like I say, a person grow every day, he gets older, and they're not thinking ahead of time. They wait until when they cannot move, become dependent. Yeah, food is a must. Food is a must. You understand? Food is a must. Food is the start of life. And every day, everywhere you go, food prices are higher. When I just came here, I'm in my third year, things did look away. But every day, even back home, things did look, but things have gotten expensive. The products wherever they are buying them from, along the way, everything. Like back home, I used to like fresh fish. So where I'm from, we don't just say we're going to buy fish. We want some fresh fish. You know what fresh fish means? Come from the sea the same time when you're going to buy it. So when you go to the beach side now, where they pull up the boats, sometimes they fish them in the basket jumping, Those are the time I like to get them, fresh from the sea. And when you're cooking them, I'm telling you from experience, it's like you smell the ocean in the house. You smell the natural ocean, the salt. So what I'm trying to say is people have to make plans. And it make any sense to go and make some big old resolution and they come to the middle of the year. It means nothing. It means nothing because you're not able to keep it. And people just leave it by the way. Sure. When I remember somebody make resolution, they can't bother. You have to assess yourself because it's going to haunt you later on. And every year we get older, you have to have a vision. I always say, when you're going into a new year, you must have a vision, have something in mind. Yes, you can smell it. Even if somebody is cooking it someplace, you can say, that is fresh fish. But you see some place like here, the fish they're not fresh. We not get enough fish there on the fish there on ice. You know what people do to keep things. So when I see people talk, I never understand really. But I'm learning to understand even more now. I'm learning. Mm-hmm. Learning to understand. Because that's why when people come down, go home, and they are coming up, then try get as much fish as possible. They fry up some, come with them not fry, they freeze them. And the same ackee, I know I'm searching, I cannot find any. The same ackee. So everything is like it is different. Everything is like it's different texture, different everything. But what I'm trying to say is, as we get older, I'm not trying to keep anybody too long. Realize tonight that it is not so. I don't want to talk so early because we call on the Lord, and He said, if you call on Him, He hear you. And I think He's delivering me from the noisome pestilence that is walking about at midnight and noonday causing trouble. They come, but God show me vision how to and wisdom how to apply. So, you know, we have to we have to think, where are we going? Look at our own self and try to understand what we need to do. Is what I prove, when my age was on the calendar, and when one age reach certain age, we come off of the calendar. Now my age is off the calendar. It just racing, racing, racing. Hi Trinity sister, how are you? Good evening. Thank you for your subscription. Um, the time is just racing. The time, people are just, the time is just racing. So, you have to move with the time. Trinity, please go to your bed. You said last night that your grandmother passed on, so get off the live and go to your bed. You couldn't tell what she's in the hospital. Go to your bed. You forget that you were on here last night and talking that your grandma was in there, but your grandma died and you're sad. Then you're coming out to say that she's in the hospital. You think I'm somebody who forget things easily? Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Go to sleep. So, we have to take a hold of our responsibility, because when the age race upon us and we becomes old quickly, we become problems to our children or to other people if we don't have any children. So I think person should not call it New Year's resolution. They should really look at it as life plan, a life plan, right? Look at it as a life plan and see how best we can work. Yeah, but she did not I would have recognized her. She said last night that her grandmother died and she was unhappy. And she come now to me, her grandmother is in hospital. Go to your bed and get off the live. Don't practice lying. I don't tolerate it around here. So people has to make plans, because it's sad when you don't make any plans. And when you're older, when that happens now, you become a retired person. It's going to be sad, because you're going to end up on the streets. And all persons are going to say is, you have worked all your life. Where is your contribution? What have you done with your life? What have you done with your life earnings? Right? So we have to take a hold. We have to encourage persons. We have to encourage persons and allow them to 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 see themselves what they want. Some people are out there in the world, they're up and down all over the place. Every party, my mother said, every drum knock, they are there. But when it comes to their soul salvation, they have that none at all. They don't think about that. Yeah. Trinity, please go to your bed and get off the live. I don't want to hear anything about you watching any SpongeBob. You tell too much lies. Get off my live. Get off. I don't want to hear what you're watching. Did I ask you any question? If you put one more thing there, block you forever. You don't come back on here. So if you think about it, write one thing more than see what or block you off the live. And when I block, I'm not going to block for you to come back. I'm going to block you permanently. Thank you, Tete. Anybody give me block them permanent, that's what I'm going to do. I don't know what is wrong with her. Nobody asked her anything. I looked at her picture today. I looked at her video. I'm not interested. You understand her behavior? She's too lie. She seems to forget It just barely 24 hours. I will welcome you nicely, but don't think I forget. She said last night that her grandmother died, and I don't know if you were on at that time, Tati, I don't remember. And she's so sad and all of that. Now she come tonight now and say she's in the hospital. And she come, the devil send her. They have a song say, if a devil send you come, I tell him you buck up on God. Right? Tell him you buck up on God, no come back. If you come back, I'm going to block you permanently. So even you subscribe, you can take a subscription and go on. Because I will block you permanently. You can come, but you sit and listen and make a proper contribution or don't write anything, none at all. If you don't know what to write, don't write no foolishness on my life. So that's how I've been looking at it. I think people and then sometimes they go around blaming government. I'm not taking up on the government, but that's what they do because they never make any plan. I don't know if it's a female or a male, but I just use the word female because the person could be a male and give a female name, right? So the bottom line is, I remember vividly she was talking about her grandmother had died and she's so sad, and I allowed her to talk. And at what point she could have won my sympathy, but I was really careful in watching things about what she was saying. And although she subscribed, she run come tonight now for me to entertain. I'm not going to entertain her with this lie. I'm not going to entertain her. And if she come back another time with it, I just block her permanently. And I could have done that without saying a word. She can come, but she has to agree to what is being discussed. She doesn't have anything to say. She shut her mouth. And sometimes they talk so much they're not even learning. They're just chatting, writing, and don't even know what they're writing about. They're just all over the place. They are trolls. She proved herself now. And somebody came and had said that she is a troll and her sister. She has a sister too. I don't know what they get off going around on people's thing and chatting like at them. You know. Yeah, me know about them, you know. But you see, you try to you listen and you watch them. If you rush them too quick when they come the second time, you're not going to know too much. So it's because I entertained her too about two little times, and I was trying to study her. I didn't even have to write down anything. I wrote something about it, and then I didn't have to look back in the book. She just come and play right into my hands. But no grandmother in the hospital, ready to keep up an argument. So they say they are lonely. She has a channel. She's a young, I don't know her age, I'm not even too interested. But they are lonely. The parents not paying them any mind. They're left on their own to wander. So they wander over the social media. Wander. Like when you have some dogs, and I know in the past, they don't feed, the owner don't feed them, you know. They walk from house to house, yard to yard, and get little pickings here and there. And when they get big and fat, the owner praise them. When the owner never feed them, they throw a stone and chase them out of the yard. So they have to walk up people place, and they know every time when you're cooking, they come and lie down. And look, the time people used to eat the dinner on the tree, they come and lie down a little distance. That's when you throw something, they come and they see their eyes, they're hungry. So they look at some dogs, they are hungry. And that's why they will all go and teach people things. You know, they will go and you put them the things carelessly, they go and take it away. It's not like here where dogs are cared for. I'm telling you, dogs get massage, they get their nice shower, they get their nails done, everything, right? So I don't want nobody come here come tell me no foolishness. I knew somebody was going to come. So we have to make the plan, and it look like let me do my timing. Yeah, they wake up by them. Some of them they torment. They're hungry. They don't eat. They don't have anywhere to turn. parents gone out, left them, and them a wander over social media. And that's why some of them wander on the streets. And then things do happen to them. Things do happen to them. Yes, Daddy, so that's how I see how persons, you know, make plans for their resolutions, and then they abandon it, and later years they come back and haunt them. They don't take it serious. So in later years they come back and haunt them, right? Yes, my dear. So I, I'm trying to reach a 2 hour nickel, but right now that is because I want to do this morning. I want to do get up tomorrow morning about 10 after 5, and see if I can do a live. I'm so sorry you don't have a YouTube channel on that yet, because you could have done something, but that's how it goes. Not say much. People are on it all over. So, and getting up in the morning, it's different. I don't know, but later in the morning, I see the trolls that come by. Like they wake up them bed that time, and I try to turn and realize it. Them just turn on the phone. Yes, children is not because I look at children now where you send them to school, to university, and when they should come back now, come home, in back to the home that they left for university or college, and share with you, maybe help you pay some bills, or buy grocery, share some of the responsibility. Some of them go and rent their own apartment. Some go and few of them will get married, or another portion of them will go shack up with somebody. So once that happens, either they're married or they shack up or they get their own apartment, you are out of it. So if you were to get a $10 for the month, you can't get more than $1. You cannot get every month neither. So you can't sit down and wait and say, when my daughter finished college, she will take care of me. But once she have an apartment and she's not a Christian, she's going to have a partner come by. And once she have a partner, she's not a Christian, then she's going to have a baby soon. Or she's going to get married. So she starts putting her life together. What are you going to do as a parent? Become sad and say, oh, look how me spend my money, send her to college. She didn't even come home and or spend a couple of years with us. Then she move out. So she leave in college. She gone on her own. Children are not pensionable anymore for parents. They say they have their life to live. And it's worse if they are married right after, or they have a partner. Partner will tell them what to do, and you are no more. And sometimes you would want some children, they will take care of their family, parents. But most times, you know, yeah, they prefer the woman more than their own mother. Yes, so sometimes you say you have son, then gone, you have daughter, then me. And then when they start having children, then they want you come and keep the house and stay with the children. Then they don't bother pay you as what they would pay other persons. You know? Hi, one them 99. How are you? Happy to see you. Was it today I was on your channel, or was it yesterday? I think it's today. I don't remember either yesterday or today. I was watching a video. Some people have some long video, some long, 1 hour long. And then it's difficult to spend an whole hour with one person. If I'm going to spend an hour, I prefer cut it up with about 10 or 12 persons. Thank you. Thank you, and them. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday. Yeah, man, I'm happy. All right. Yes, and some of them Mother's Day, them hardly want their mother come. They hardly want to go spend the day with their mother. They don't have no time. It's like they just put their life now in front. Thank you, one them, for stopping by and liking. Everything is going well for you. Everything is okay. How are you doing? How are things? Well, it's not an easy road, but I'm trying. I'm treading the road. I'm treading the road. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work on my watch hours. I have a couple of dread to go, so I'm telling you, so sometimes you really want to sleep. You know, sometimes I can't even to sleep. But for me, when it comes, I'm not a good night person. You know, when you reach certain time of the night, everything starts. You know, but I'm trying to be an early person. Like that, yeah. Get up early. I start the life early. That you should have given me a little encouragement. You guys surprised me. I was surprised. And again, too, those strollers that came by got me so pissed. I don't want to say the word again. And everything, and then the vibes just move away. I couldn't even go in a minute. I just feel like I can't bother. You know, it's a journey. It is a journey. One day, is this your first time doing this journey, or you have done it before? Have you ever done it before? This is my first journey, and I heard this part of the journey is the hardest. I heard it's the hardest part, but you have to keep courage. I'm not scaring you, not at you. I tell everybody I'm not scaring them because of what I want them to have that experience. It's a journey. It's a learning, and it's a way of you learning about other countries and other cultures. When I look at some areas in the Philippines, I could see things that it's like Jamaica. It's the type of fruits and the some flowers that we have back home in Jamaica. That's them there. I see how the people them live, how them house look. Everything is on social media. Yes, you have to do it, but one thing, yes, little by little is true, but don't let it pile up. You have to work. To me, it's a daily thing. It's a 9 to 5, it's a full-time job. And people people seem to sit aside and say, "Oh, is that anything much?" You to do a video, you have to research and then present the video. And then look at the people, they not even appreciate the video to watch it proper to the end. They may just look at the cover, the thumbnail, and then they're gone. And sometimes Tatia is a respectable person. Sometimes when they come on the live, they don't really have anything they no matter how you try, they don't have anything much to contribute. They don't have anything much. But they limit themselves. They're afraid. Some might cannot read or write, so they may have a little problem. So you have to push, 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 push. Yeah, man. I'm putting, yeah, man. Um, I have some plans in place for this week. I'm pushing. I think I will get there, but it's like working and doing it. It takes some time, so I have to tell myself that I have to be disciplined. And I'll remember this memory gem. When a task is once begun, never leave it till it's done. Be the laborers, great or small, do it well or not at all. So I have to do my best. I don't want to do anything that is not me. So I have to meet up to every requirement and see how it goes. So one day I'm happy that you come by. Thank you for your time. Thank you. And do enjoy the rest of the evening. or night. What time is it where you're at one then? What time is it there now? But we're getting some far away distance people tonight. Some are 12 hours ahead, some 8 hours. Some say Wednesday afternoon already. Can you imagine? The world is large. Some say it is small, but boy, to me it is not small at all. The world is not small, it's a large world. It's large. It has so many oceans. And I think the oceans will take up more space than the land. Right? But the earth is I think 70 plus. I think okay. Yeah, we are at the same time. The earth is more than 70% water. So you see that if there should be a disaster, I would say with an earthquake out in the ocean, you know what can happen? I won't even think it any further. And we have some volcano that is way below down there in the earth, boiling, boiling, boiling. Right? So when it spits fire, we see what it can cause. Okay, bye one them. Have a good evening. And let's continue to work on our channels and make the best of it. One of these days we may plan a link up. I don't know what can happen over here, so you're so different from my country. You know, I saw somebody had a link up in December. I was watching it from here. It was in St. Mary, and it was interesting, you know. And I must say that this guy has brought an awareness with social media. But even people was on it like myself, we were not paying much attention. We didn't know so much things that we are learning now. Because those who were before us never share. You have some people that they don't share knowledge, you know, they don't share. I didn't even know this thing has been operating for over 10, 14 years. I didn't know. And you have people here know nothing about it either. When they talk to them, it's like they're lost, they don't know. Because people don't share, they keep their things to themselves. So one of these days, I don't know, maybe if it not know how things going, maybe when Jesus come. So have a good night one day, may God bless you, and we continue to visit each other. I know when I can visit somebody live then. You see, after me get things started out and I see me what was dangling now and everything good, then I can pop in and spend a little 10 minutes or 5 minutes at a few channels. Because you have to move around, you know. You have to move around because that's how you learn. That's how you get ideas. And people move from channel to channel and get ideas. Because if you don't move around, how are you going to get subscribers? You have to visit other people's channel just the same. Right? So, Sister Tess, yes. And when you go to when you go to the channel, that's the time you see the person face. Because when they come now, you see one little face. They are seeing my big face. Like one time my nose too big. One time, damn Auntie D, that nose. So you see the picture, you talk with them. It's like you know them. It's like you know them. So you have to treat people good. And that is why I say, with everything that is going on, we have to respect each other's view. Right? Respect each other because respect is what counts. Let me see the time. I don't want to hold it down too much. 10, 12. Sister Tess? You know me going to know. I went to set my bed. I can't talk. This is not a silent life. But I'm going to take a few minutes to get a little, you know. I want to leave the internet. No, I want to leave the live on. And yeah, some people, you know, then come when the live finish. We see them at 3 p.m. Yes, Sister Tessie, have a good night. And God be with you. Thank you for staying with me. I still feel happy And I'm glad you are here. You're like a sister and I never see your face yet. That's why I will want to have a channel. But by the name, by the grace of God. And you know, before, if you're not gone, you know how many 7 day people me meet on this. Some by farmer Adventist, quite a few, you know. Quite a few. Me meet them, UK, Canada, you name it here. I said to myself, what is this? So God has his reason for helping me to get the strength to stand up because it's not easy. So I'm going to get something sorted out and then I will turn down the live. Trinity sister, go to your bed. I don't know if you have school tomorrow. I don't know if you have school tomorrow, so you can have a good night. All right? Yes, Sister Tess. One day we're going to meet in the name of Jesus. I feel good. I achieved the 2 hours, but I will let it stay there for a while. I'm not going to turn it off yet, you know. Yes. Don't you go to school, Trinity? I thought you go to school. Go to your bed, man. Well, I reached the double digit for the likes. Oh, you don't have school tomorrow? Okay. Go and go watch your SpongeBob now. Go and watch your SpongeBob. I'm about to end the live, so you can go and watch the SpongeBob. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm.